Hey, what it do, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again, man, on this Thursday morning as the Cowboys have defeated the Eagles last week on to the Buffalo Bills. It's going to be 40 degrees up there, cold, and wind. So we don't have to really deal with rain, I don't think. I think it's going to be a clear day. It's just going to be cold and windy. So that's going to affect Dak Prescott. It's going to affect the kicking game, of course. So they're going to have to adjust. I don't know how the Cowboys are practicing this week, but it will probably behoove them to either be outside or if they're inside, have some like industrial fans blowing to create some fake wind, whatever that they need to do to establish that feel of them playing in upstate New York, because it's going to be a cold one. Now, I need people to put some respect on the Dallas Cowboys. It's almost like we talked about before about every time the Cowboys reach a new pinnacle, or if they reach a level where the talking heads are saying that they can't do this, they can't do that, and they do it, and then all of a sudden it was like, well, that team was just they didn't have all their players that day, or it's always an excuse that they have for not giving us our credit, especially Dak Prescott. They disrespect Dak Prescott more than anything else in the world. Like, you know, we're not saying Dak Prescott is the greatest quarterback ever, but damn, like, he's good. He's really good. He's, in my opinion, top 5. And the way he's playing this year, there's no other quarterback playing as good as he is this year, not even Pat Mahomes. Now, I'm not saying he's better than Pat Mahomes. I'm just saying this year he's playing great. Everybody keeps going back to the year that he had the highest interception rate. God damn, can a quarterback have a bad year? Because I know other quarterbacks have had bad years, and I've known quarterbacks have had bad games. We've seen Tom Brady throw 5 picks in a game. We've seen Patrick Mahomes throw 3 picks in a game. So I say this to say that, like, nobody has a perfect, career. But when you look at the overall scope of it, Dak had a great career. Even under the Jason Garrett era, he was playing well. We talked about under that Jason Garrett era, Kellen Moore era, that, like, even when Kellen Moore was calling the play calls, we were, like, number 1 in offense. And remember all that? But that's Dak Prescott doing Dak Prescott things. Remember, he took a downstroke after breaking his ankle. If you have a compound fracture in your ankle and you completely break your ankle off the bone, you mean to tell me that you're not going to have some reserve coming back and running on that and stuff like that? Some of you wouldn't even play football ever again. Because I'll be honest with you, if it were me, I probably wouldn't. I'd probably question my career. I'd be like, I don't know if I still want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you question things. And of course, he didn't want to run the ball after that, right after that. It's a mental thing. That's why you see him doing more of that now, because he's now comfortable being back on that ankle and things of that nature. But people need to learn how to use common sense. Common sense. We talk about the whole Jalen Hurts thing, right? Jalen Hurts is hurt. Jalen Hurts is hurt. They're clearly hiding some things right now, because you can see how all of a sudden their team is not playing as well. A.J. Brown is coming out. I know I was talking to this older lady yesterday. She was amazing. Shout out to her. She's a diehard Eagle fan. She told me, she was like, I like you, but I don't like your team. I get it. I get that every day. But, she was just a sweet old lady, but she was just saying that, like, she said that A.J. Brown is starting to remind her of Terrell Owens. I said, oh. So now their own fan base is starting to think bad things about their. So things are starting to crumble over there a little bit. I don't know what's happening, but Eagles need to get it together, because if they wanna play playoff football, that ain't the way to go. And they interview. I don't know if y'all see the interview with Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith was like, I don't know what to tell you. I ain't got nothing for you. I was like, damn, you ain't got nothing. You can't say nothing. I don't know what we was doing out there. Damn. But I just thought it was funny. But on our end, we got the Bills on Sunday, 4:30 Eastern time. Then you got to play Miami. Then you got the Lions. And then you end the season off with the Commanders. of these are winnable games. Now, I'll do another video, going into the game on the breakdowns and stuff. But I'm going to tell you this. This Bills game is kind of really iffy for me because the Bills, they're a 7-win team and they're on the verge of not going to the playoffs. But this team got some good players on it. And when you look at it, it's like you'll see them beat a great team and then all of a sudden they'll lose. And it's just like, it depends on what the Buffalo Bills bring to, well, we know that every team that plays the Cowboys always plays as hard, so we always have to be ready for that part. But they can't be beaten. But you're playing up there in the elements, so if it's going to be real windy, Dak Prescott's not going to be throwing all these bombs. So, Tony Pollard and them going to have to, and him and Rico going to have to run the ball, and they're going to have to run it well. Fight for them yardage because we ain't throwing the ball all like that. Now, I will say this. As far as this whole MVP thing, I wish they would stop talking about it. It is what it is. Do I believe that Dak deserves it? Damn right he does. Comeback player, he did all that. From that ankle injury to how he's playing right now, way different. And I'm going to end the video with this. I really wanted to say that this is a new era, right, for the Cowboys. I need the fan base to get out of the mindset of what we were thinking about in the old times, right? This ain't Jason Garrett era. Kellen Moore's not here no more. Scott Linehan's not here no more. So all the regiments of us going 8-8, 8-8, 8-8, 8-8, now it will be 8-9 with that extra game. But again, we have had positive win streaks ever since Mike McCarthy been here, minus the first year because that was COVID. We're not even going to count COVID. That doesn't matter. A lot of teams weren't playing good during COVID because there wasn't no damn fans in the stadium. That was weird. It's crazy. But Mike McCarthy has turned his team around. And people need to give Mike McCarthy his respect, give him his flowers, because he has done what he was supposed to do to turn this Dallas Cowboys team around. He implemented his new system. We knew there was going to be growing pains in it. That's why the offense was kind of stagnant in the beginning. But the defense was doing their part. And that's how a good team wins Super Bowls. It's not always going to be one side of the table that's going to win games for a team. One game, it could be the defense that wins it for you. Another time, it could be the offense that wins for you. Another time, it could be the special teams. Then it could just switch up. So you have to know that it's going to always be different week to week. Depending on who the talent is that you're playing, everything changes. Everything fluctuates. So that's why this is a week-to-week league, right? And it's hard to bet on football because you never know what's going to happen because upsets happen. Upsets do happen. So I look at it like this. This is a new era. One thing I would say is on those 4th and 2s, it was one play in the game. It was like 4th and 2. We were like damn near midfield. We was on the star. And I was like, ooh, we going for it right here? Would have never done that during Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett's like, we'll just go ahead and be conservative. We'll punt the ball, and we'll let the defense do their thing. Okay, let's let the defense do their thing. Mike McCarthy said, fuck that. We are going to put the ball in our hands and win this. We're going to be aggressive. And I love it. I love it. But you got to be smart when you do it, though. But I love the aggression. I love what they're doing. I love the fact that on 4th and 2, damn, he ran the ball right there. Boom. Got up in there with Pollard for a 5-yard gain for the first down. Wow. 3rd and 17, throwing bombs for the first down. Dak Prescott playing lights out. And a lot of that is because this offense is now predicated on the way that he plays. I've been saying before we implemented the West Coast offense that Dak needed to be in the West Coast offense because that's similar to the shit that he was doing in college. You know, that wildcat offense, running around and doing your thing as a quarterback. Because that's what Dak Prescott excels at. He's a RPO machine, right? And we weren't running any screens during the fucking Kellen Moore era. I love the fact, and the biggest thing is the pre-snap motions. The pre-snap motions is the shit. So doing all of that, disguising what you're doing on offense and just executing your game plan, it's a beautiful thing. So I just want y'all to know, and I just wanted to, just speak on that like, we have to get out of the mindset of what we were before, of the 8-8 mindset. Or we're in that 10-plus win category right now. We had 2 12-5 seasons. So what makes you think that this team is not going to keep that up? As long as we keep talent on this team, we'll be fine. But that hunger, that drive, shout out to Al Harris getting those DBs right. I'm just saying. It is what it is. So, if you're a Cowboy fan, you have something to be excited about. Yes, I know that we want to curb our enthusiasm because we haven't been to the big tournament in a long time. But at this point, right now, I want to see us at least get to that championship game. Let's get to that championship game, and then we'll talk about everything else after that. But let's just get these games knocked out, these last 4 games knocked out, get ready for the playoffs, because that the Super Bowl is probably going to go through San Francisco. And those are the big boys in town, and you got to pull your draws up to play them, period. So, with that being said, man, let me know what you think in the comments section. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, man. It's your boy E2 Blue, always keeping it real. Talk to y'all soon.